Welcome to Whiskey and Wings. Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm Dr. G.
And on this show, we explore craft distilleries and what makes their spirits and their stories unique.
And then Mike and I go head to head to see who can create the best wing recipe to pair with their flavor, their story, and their city.
This week, we're headed to Weeki Wachee, Florida.
That's a small town in Central Florida that's known for two things, mermaids and whiskey.
We'll be visiting NJoy Spirits Distillery, where they have a true farm-to-glass operation.
That means everything they use to make their whiskey is grown right there at the Golf Ranch.
I can't wait to try their wild buck whiskey.
Let's load up and head out to Weeki Wachee, Florida.
This place is gorgeous.
Welcome, guys, to NJoy Distillery. Very nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Mike.
I'm
Welcome,
Natalie
guys.
Ball.
Kevin.
Nice to meet you all.
Kevin.
Mike, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Tell us about the saloon.
Sure. So this is our saloon stage. We have a lot of events here. We do a lot of charity events and also our big annual event, Whiskey in the Woods, in December. But we have concerts here.
Very nice. Beautiful place.
Thank you. So we are home of Wild Buck Whiskey. Would you like to try some whiskey?
I'd love it.
Awesome.
Try some whiskey.
Let's go.
So I like the idea of having your materials right beside your distillery.
Yes, sir. We're fortunate to have enough land to grow, most of our product. We're actually a certified farm distillery, which there's not a lot of those out there. You have to meet that criteria of growing your products.
And then you grow one variety of rye?
That's right. That's
Okay.
correct. And our whiskey is 100% rye, which is a rare whiskey and hard to find because it's the most difficult whiskey to make. But it's all Florida rye.
It's all Florida rye, and
That's
it's
right.
a single strength, because I've talked to some other folks, and a lot of times they'll use a couple of different types of rye to
That's
get
right.
a different flavor.
Yeah, mash bills will vary. Ours is consistently the one. And as you said, rye whiskey only has to be 51% rye to be qualified as a rye whiskey. So 100% rye is very difficult to make and find, and we only use the one kind. But you're right, a lot of guys will use different strains of.
Well, it must work, because you've won some awards with it.
That's right, yes, sir. It makes it unique. It's a different product, and that's what we were after. Because to me, a lot of them are very similar. When mash bills are so close, it's hard to discern, a taste profile out of them.
So how did you pick your rye? You picked it, one, because it was a Florida rye.
We tried some ryes from up north. They're called soft ryes. When we ground them in the barn, I didn't realize you could keep rye in a bag for like up to 2 years, so we didn't know how fresh it was. I found a local farmer. We just kind of gave it a blind shot and got a bag of his product. And when we ground that in the barn, the whole barn smelled like rye bread. So we kind of knew a
nice.
difference of freshness. So that's how we got into that.
And you're like, this is it. This is
That's
the rye
right.
for
That's
us.
right. It was kind of a
That's right.
no-brainer.
Yeah,
That's
and,
good.
so, and you can actually taste that came through the whiskey. It came through the
Correct.
distillation
It
process.
sure did. Big difference.
But
Can't hide
what's
that.
kind of unique about our product, though, is that the natural flora of this barn makes it what it is. We want the pollen in the air. We want the open air fermentation tanks to make the whiskey flavor what it is. So that's something a little bit different. Again, open air fermentation is how we do it with open cypress tanks, kind of like the way they did it in Scotland. We don't use caramel colorings in our products. The color of the whiskeys coming strictly from the barrel itself. So there's no additives in our products. So the bottles are batch specific.
We'll check them. It depends on how old the barrel is, but
You guys must try.
it could be once a
Yes.
month.
Well, since you have
please,
it out
okay.
of the barrel.
If we have to.
I think you'll like it. Now this is going to be a slightly higher proof than what the bottle would be.
Mm-hmm.
This is 100 proof, and this would be, what about 110, 15?
That's correct.
And how old is this?
2 years.
2 years.
That's right. Sorry about that.
Definitely barrel strength.
Rookie. So I've never tasted a whiskey that's more than 100 proof until now. And I'm tasting this going, this doesn't taste like the really high proof whiskeys that I've had before that have a bite. This has no bite. This tastes like an
very
80
smooth.
proof.
Thank you.
So
So here's the difference about our product. So this is a 100 proof whiskey. Most whiskeys are only 80 proof. The reason why we kicked up the proof to 100 is because we found that we're at some kind of high-end accounts, 5-star hotels, that do, say, a $22 cocktail, Manhattan Old Fashioned. They want to be able to taste the essence of the rye in the drink. In a Manhattan Old Fashioned, they want to taste it because rye whiskey is just beautiful, and most people just know bourbons.
rye whiskey is one of my favorites.
Awesome.
And I hear people
Indeed.
talk about, and rye whiskey is actually, I don't know if it's making a comeback. I think that's the word you can use.
Yep, it is.
It certainly is.
You can see all the major brands are coming out with a rye whiskey because I think they see that. And you're already there. You started with the rye whiskey.
That's right. Actually, America, it was original American whiskey with rye whiskey.
So with all the input we have into the flavors of this whiskey, the barrel, the pollen, the environment, the open, what kind of flavors should we expect?
So when you nose this whiskey, you're going to smell really deep molasses, a little bit of cherry, little chocolate finish. It really coats your mouth. When you actually sample the whiskey and chew it in your mouth and coat your tongue, it's got a long finish. Some people like to say that it's a lot like a Scotch because it's a single grain, but it's really a complex whiskey, something that's just very different. Very smooth, especially for being 100 proof. That has to be due to the detail of Kevin's cuts. Kevin, why don't you tell them a little bit about how tight you cut the heart cut?
Well, sure. That's the quality of your product is when you remove those chemicals in the product that aren't needed, acetone, methanol, stuff like that. That's your heads. And then you have your tails at the end of the run. And depending on where you make these cuts, so you blend a lot of heads and tails into your heart run, that's going to be a cheaper, lower class brand, but you get a lot more volume and quantity out of it, of course, so you get more profit. So the tighter the cut, the higher the quality. We cut our product pretty far down there, a lot more further than your commercial distilleries.
Just to kind of give you an idea, so out of an 80-gallon copper pot still that we run in it, we only get about 16 to 18 finished gallons of product that we actually barrel.
Really?
The rest, the heads and the tails, is discarded. Some people will try to reuse that. We just don't. We don't. So
Discard it. Can we come pick some of that up? It's probably still good stuff, right?
it's great for weed killer. No, but
That's why the farm looks so great.
That's
what
why
the
it's
key is.
beautiful,
That's
right?
the
It's all
secret.
organic.
That's right. But we start with 900 pounds of grain, so it's a lot of loss at the end of the day with 900 pounds of grain, 500 gallons of water to only end up with 16 to 18 finished gallons of product.
We're only pulling out the best of the
But
product.
that's
Yeah.
why you don't get the burn on the back of your throat.
Right.
That's a huge difference.
And there's not any. And I got the cherries.
You
and,
got
and
that.
a hint of the chocolate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're right on point.
Yeah.
So this is the barreled whiskey that we've tried.
Yes.
Let's try the finished product.
Okay.
Good.
Finished product.
Let's do it.
So we have to finish the
Yeah.
115 proof first. Okay.
Well, you have to
I'm in.
force that down. That's right.
You guys,
We have chores to do today, so this is all on you guys, right? So let me have you guys try now. This is 100 proof, and the difference is going to be that this is going to be slightly less strong, okay? And it's going to be a little more molassesy tasting, if that's such a word, molasses tasting. So again, this is going to be 100 proof. We do like to bottle the product for 30 days before we actually sell the bottles. They go through a little bottle shock. So after that kind of calms down at rest, the whiskey rests, then it's ready to be put at ABC Liquors or Total Wines or wherever you'd like to get it from.
Definitely different. Now we're near a spring,
We are.
Wikiwatch Spring. Is that where we get the water for the whiskey? You said 500 gallons.
Actually, that's to make our mash, but we collect
Most of
our own
our
water.
water is rainwater. We have a large roof shed there that we collect rainwater. We have 5,000 gallons of water. We actually filter it 3 times. We got reverse osmosis, charcoal filtration, and UV lighting. So all our batching and proofing and everything in our product derived from rainwater.
So, bottom line, tell us the 3 things that make this unique.
Well, I'm glad you asked. So the three things I would say is 100% rye whiskey, it's 100 proof whiskey. We actually grow the grain. What we don't grow here, we get from a local farmer. We use rainwater, filter 3 times. It's 100 proof, 100% rye, all made here.
We know you guys have chores to do.
I've got to go make some whiskey.
Well, we've got to go make some wings.
Well, we heard you guys are fantastic chefs, so we can't wait to try those wings. We're hungry.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you in a bit.
Yep.
Awesome.
See you in a minute.
All
See ya.
righty. Bye.
So that was some really good whiskey we just tried. For 100 proof,
Huh.
no bite. I did definitely taste some molasses hints to it and stuff, and I think I can use that in our wing competition coming up.
Yeah, I got the cherry, heavy on the cherry, a little bit of the chocolate, so I'm thinking I'm going to use a little bit of a fruit-based sauce, although I am going to add a little bit of fire to it, so I kind of know what I'm going to do. And I'm excited to get to work on it. So
I'm ready.
Let's go do some wings.
Let's go do it.
All right.
Hey, I've got a secret weapon. I'm going to win this competition. I'll show you later. All right, I am ready to start cooking.
Yeah, me too. It's like camping, cooking outside.
It is.
I like camping,
It is very nice. Very beautiful out here.
which, I've got a lot of experience camping and cooking, so
So I'll still be
this
good.
competition's mine. I don't know how you're going to get any type of flavor in your wings with just a little bit of salt and pepper. The mangoes, that's how we're going to add sweetness. And then we're going to add some heat with some garlic and some ginger and some red onion. So you've got that sweet heat that's going to go on in these wings.
You're just making a salad.
We'll see. The subtleties are just as important as the main flavors. Just like ginger. I got to put ginger. Ginger is going to add and enhance the heat. And my ginger. Where's my ginger? I got to get my ginger. All right, I'll be back.
What Mike doesn't know is that the people here at NJoy have already prepared a dry rub for me. They can sell it here on site. It's made from garlic salt, chili peppers, whiskey, coffee. Some of the whiskey that they actually dispose of here, they put into this dry rub. That's how the flavor pairing is going to work. So I'm not going to need this. We just got to hurry up, get this done before Mike gets back. Perfect.
All right, got my ginger.
Yeah, I'm about ready to toss these and get them in the smoker and get my flavorful recipe solidly in the lead.
Flavorful. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Good.
got fresh vegetables, fresh roots, fresh fruit, everything fresh.
These wings are loaded. They're ready to go in the smoker. I'm ready to cook.
Wait, you're done already?
Yes, it's ready.
There is nothing that can be prepped that fast that's going to taste any good.
I
I
promise
can't believe you're
you,
done already.
It's going to be the best. Well, Mike, my wings are in the smoker, so I think while you're finishing your salad, I'm going to go prepare my palate for the wing tasting. Let's see you.
I love red onion. Red onion is like a universal kind of seasoning, I think. It's just great. But we're going to put a half of a red onion in this sauce. This gives it heat in addition to the jalapeno. All these things have different flavors they add to the mix in addition to heat. And of course, all of that is offset by the sweetness of the mango. We're going to simmer this for about half an hour. Blend it up, make a nice sauce. All right, I'm going to put a lime in this. The juice of a lime. Give it a little bit of tangy. All right, we've been simmering this, reducing it for about 30 minutes. So it's kind of a chutney recipe, but we're gonna blend it and make a sauce out of it to toss the wings in. And it's gonna be fantastic. All right. Puree. All right, I am air frying my chicken today. I like the air fryer because it's a little healthier. You don't have to use any oil, but it seals in the flavor and you get that nice crispy skin. Preheated 425, gonna let that go for about 20 minutes. Gonna back it down for another 15 minutes at 375. I'm gonna take them out, roll them in the sauce, and then turn it down on low, put them back in the oven, and just let that oven sit and seal that sauce to the wings for about 10 minutes. And then they are gonna be primo. Okay, so while we were cooking the wings, the love bugs have started swarming. We are in the middle of a park. So we've got our lovely assistant Erin that's going to be swatting these things away. We are going to sauce these wings quick. Get them back in the oven for about 10 minutes with the sauce on them. Ooh. They look great. Come on, wings. We are losing them. This is how you cook in the woods. Oh, they love the mango sauce. Where's Dr. G? We're over here working, fighting the bugs. Oh man. Oh, we have a casualty. We lost a wing, but the love bug's enjoying it. Dr. G, what are you doing?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The wings are ready. We've got to go.
It's about time.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Are we ready?
We're ready. How'd it go?
All right. Well, I think it went great. So we've got with us part of our crew, Nick and Erin, and we've got the owners of NJoy Spirits Distillery, Natalie and Kevin, and we are going to taste some wings and taste some whiskey, and Dr. G is going to tell us how this is going to work.
Great.
So what we got next year is a little snifter of the whiskey, and then we have 2 wings. One on the left is number 2, one on the right is number 1, and we're going to taste them, taste the whiskey, pair it, see how that goes with the wing flavor that we've created. And then in the end, we're going to vote and see which one of us did a better job of pairing it with your special whiskey.
All right. Sounds good.
So let's go.
Okay.
We're ready.
Everybody had a chance? So everybody who'd like number 1 the best. All right, how about number 2?
Yay! Who was number 2?
Sorry, sir.
Wait a minute. I want to recount. I think some of
Everybody-
the...
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
That was delicious.
It is
Wow.
wonderful, and the whiskey is
Good job.
delicious.
Good job.
Yours wasn't bad.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much
It
for
was so
having us.
good.
Thanks for having us. I can't believe you won that competition.
Stick to basics, Mike. You'll always win.
Well, I will go with the ruling of the judges. But other than that, we had a fantastic time. Natalie and Kevin are great hosts at NJoy Spirits Distillery, and Wild Buck Whiskey is awesome. For a week and a half every year, the love bugs swarm, and we happen to be here during that week. But other than that,
This is a great place to come and picnic and bring your family, tour the distillery. It's a garden paradise, really.
with really good whiskey, Wild Buck whiskey. So, which I had a little bit of, probably more than I needed to before we head back. So they said we could hang out. So let's hang out. I'm gonna take a nap. I call the couch.
Okay, well, I'll find somewhere. He's Mike. I'm Dr. G. Come see us next week on Whiskey and Wings. Our little plan worked. I won the contest. Would you like some? It's very good. I might just stay here with you for a while. Looks pretty comfortable right here. Got too much. Yeah, yes I do. Hello, donkey. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button.
And subscribe to our channel, where you can find more episodes and other great Whiskey and Wings content.